Back in July of 2017, my dad and I explored North Dakota walleyes together for the first time on a trip that would eventually convince me to start a fishing business in that same state.
Excluding the near-death experience, it was a great trip.
Yeah.
Thereafter, my dad and my brother began spending their 4th of July holiday break with me at Lake Sakakawea in what has become an unofficial Bloemendaal family tradition. My childhood memories are rich with Dad sharing his love of the pastime, and now nothing makes me happier than returning the favor.
Fish. Out there. No way.
Oh my God!
Damn, that thing looks nice, doesn't it? It's huge. It's a nice fish.
Oh, mama.
And of course, 2024 was no exception. They're back again. But this time, you're coming along with us. And you have a chance why?
Because the cow's out of the water.
Because the cow's out of the water.
Of course, you can't really base it on one cow. It's more bothersome if there's a whole herd.
Where did you come up with this whole thing about if the cows are in the water?
Every time I have fished and I see them in the water and you look at the water, it's usually stagnant, crappy looking water with crap on top, which means fish don't bite in that calm, still pool of water that's full of cow poop and piss.
So the cows don't go in the water when it's choppy, is what you're saying?
Usually it's a sign of very calm, stagnant water.
So it's not about the cows, it's about the chop.
Correct.
But the cow happens to correlate with the chop.
Correct.
Okay.
It usually tells you that it's stagnant. It's a sign.
You
got to read the signs, boys.
What's your goal for tomorrow, man?
To be able to fish.
That's a good goal. What are we going to do? Where are we going to find them? This is supposed to be like a lightning round concept. You need to go faster. Are we going to have like a derby tomorrow? Like you and me versus Dad? I don't even know if we can beat him together. He's like a legend.
God. Do we want to do a derby?
Make it interesting. Biggest fish wins. Are we going to make this interesting today?
What do you mean?
Like biggest fish or something? Most fish?
Oh, so yesterday didn't count?
Yesterday was pre-fishing.
Excuse me?
We're just getting our bearings.
I banged the biggest fish of the trip so far, and that was pre-fishing? Feeling a bit jilted.
There's a nice fish there. 50 foot left. That looks walleye lift. Jigging around bite already, huh? Yeah, I would agree with you now.
Walleye.
Got him.
Good fish, Brandon.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a poorly bit.
Nicely done, sir.
What is wrong with this fish?
I don't know.
I tagged him, I had him,
Yeah.
and he came back.
Yeah.
No.
That's a good sign.
Can it though? Doesn't it have to be another fish?
It could be. I don't know.
Can you really poke a fish and have him come back again?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it might be a second fish. Did you measure yours?
No. His is probably 18, 19. That one's bigger.
Okay, so if we're going after the bragging stuff,
That's going to be your current leader.
we got to measure. And you wanted to leave, Brandon. I got 20 on the nut.
You're always good at keeping us invested in the game when we were going. You'd be like, oh, this mark is big down there.
But how would I have ever said that? Okay.
How would you know if it was big or not?
Well, yeah, the imaging back then was just a dot. You know, so that was me making crap up. Got to keep the boys engaged.
I got to try to throw it without turning the camera. There we go. Yeah. Oh. The bite had been a little slower than I'd grown accustomed to in early summers past. Below average temperatures had kept the fish a little lazy, but my boys have a knack for timing, and some steady, sunny conditions got the lake jumping just in time for their arrival.
He's out there fishing where the little ones are.
Oh, mama.
I don't know about oh mama, but
The classic white Bloemendaal looks at the bottom of it.
it sounds like food to me, that pelican says.
There's a big one.
Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Fishing's on, fellas. Fishing's on. Oh, and I got a bite, Brandon. Mine's small, Brett. I'm coming to you. Get out of here. Uh-oh, do we have a contender here?
Are we gonna have like a derby tomorrow?
We do.
That's probably 19.
Brandon, did you see that pelican? That was a nice fish, Brett.
Well, thank you.
Good chance it's a smallie. But I mean, it was just all over the place when I first hooked him.
That's a walleye. I can grab it.
That's a good supper fish. That's a good Hartley fish that you can fight Rory for.
By the way, Hartley and Rory are two of my nieces, and they get extremely fired up when Grandpa brings home the goods after a fishing trip.
And I missed one. Did you? Yeah.
I don't think it's funny.
My pole was in the holder and bang! Could have had a double. Well, when I was a kid, there wasn't a lot of fishing that went on. And if I had a chance to go with my grandpa, it was strictly bullhead fishing, you know?
My brother loves a good jigging Rap bite just as much as I do, but these couple days, the better walleyes were more in tune with the night crawlers. At least most of them anyway.
What made you think
That we saw, or that we thought we saw a moose that one year.
What made you think it was a moose?
Just the sheer size.
You are flipping them way too early. I am not trying to be judgmental, but what the hell?
Hey, not
Anyway,
real.
on the way to Deepwater, he's claiming that he thought he saw a moose laying in this section of the ground.
Oh.
Okay. So now, here we are a few years later. You gonna fess up? Why would a moose be laying there, still sleeping from the night, you think?
I don't know what moose do.
That sounded like it hurt.
Nice one.
Thank you, sir. Your clicker working? Click us another home run. No, just stand still. There you go. Perfect. See that, Brett?
What?
Wipe my slimy hands off on his pant leg. That looked like some weight. See if you can pick up that weed also.
14 to 15. Oh! It's definitely a different day today. It feels like
Oh. Sometimes 2 rods is too many. That's got some heft. It's got some heft. Well, look at the head shakes on it. Look at those head shakes, Brandon.
Is he gonna extend his lead? Yeah, that's longer. That's a 22. Maybe not. Look longer in the clear water down there. 21 probably. 20 and a half.
21 and a half.
Something like that.
Either or, they're fun to catch and I like it. I like it a lot. I try to do my part, boys. I try to do my part. I realize that you guys look at me and say, well, he's just a pretty face. But I have talents, okay? I'm not just a good-looking stud.
You're all in without even looking at your hand?
All in the dark. All in the dark doesn't scare me.
That was abrupt. You know what? I'll check. You know what? I'm gonna fold. In the afternoon, the bite went from red hot to slow and steady, so we made some moves in an attempt to locate some bigger fish for our unofficial family derby.
Well, I hope it doesn't drown before you get it in. Looks like a good fish. God, it looks like walleye. He don't want nothing to do with the surface, does he?
Nice.
Nice walleye.
21 and a half.
I think Brandon forgot the scenario he was in, but that was the biggest fish of the day. Are we gonna have like a derby tomorrow?
I didn't get no Brandon fish, though. Nobody catches him like Brandon. Energetic dude. He's going clear out there now.
Huh. Oh, God.
Well, what the heck? How has he got so much power?
That's bigger than I thought it was.
Jeez, no kidding. Nice fish, Brandon. I think it is. Pre-storm bite.
Dandy. One of the most exciting aspects of fishing with Dad as a kid was that famous hook set of his, which was on full display on Lake Sakakawea.
He's hanging on it like that. It just can't be. Big fish don't do that. You know what I mean? No. Big fish don't do that. They take care of business.
What's up, fisher people?
After making good work of bag limits the first part of the trip, we wanted to take a few swings at a home run. As kids, Dad would always ask us, do you want lots of fish or do you want big fish? And we always knew what that meant. Oh, and really decent fish.
You will run for your money anyway.
On the last day, we got a couple good ones to go. Brandon gave Dad a good run for his money, but in the end, Dad once again pulled out the biggest walleye of the trip at just over 25 inches. Over the years, we've caught a lot of fish together. And we've caught big fish together.
Oh my God!
But most importantly, we have a shared love for the sport of fishing that brings us closer together and gives us plenty of stories to tell. I can't wait for the next one. And if you're inclined to read more of those stories, you can always buy my book, Fishing for More, at BloomendaalFishing.com, Amazon, or BarnesandNoble.com. Later, fisher people.